Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to game number 3. It is going to be a 1v1 between BratOK and Nerchio. I'm aAaNerchio, and this map is not something that you will recognize actually, because this is an iCCup map, so not from the 1v1 ladder pool, but still an interesting map. I actually haven't seen this before. But never mind, this is a best of 5 in the final stage of the tournament, and BratOK is lost the first game and managed to win the second game, so it's currently 1-1, so winning this game for any player is going to be crucial. But so far we have seen great plays from both players. First game, Nerchio managed to get out a great unit composition. That was such a great unit composition, I think, against BratOK's fairly good unit composition, but managed to win that first game. And in the second game, BratOK went and all in pretty early in the game at like 8 or 7 minutes or something like that, and he performed it just as pro as you could. He's ranked first in Europe, so I'm not surprised that he could win with an all-in, but usually when players do all-in, I think they tend to lose a lot when they all-in, but BratOK managed to win. And as we go on Scout, see the fast expansion for Nerchio is coming up. Nerchio seems really confident with this build because I gone fast expansion in all 3 games now so far, and probably going to put out the spawning pool. This drone is going to indeed put down the spawning pool. And a drone moving out for Nerchio to scare away this SCV, who's probably looking to set up a bunker. We can see BratOK has wanted to do that in all games so far, and but the SCV is just going to scoot in to Nerchio's base and scout the exact timing of his spawning pool, and also seeing what else is going on in here. So seeing the gas is coming up right now, and probably meaning he's going to get at the Zergling speed, or maybe some roaches early on. We'll see, but you can see BratOK is yet again placing two barracks on the low ground to block his ramp off, and flying one away to let his SCV come in with his handful of miners. No, the SCV is not coming in. It's going a fast expand yet again, and it's going to do a barracks wall in. So this is a build that BratOK seems very confident with as well. And also going to get the double refinery, so I don't know what this is all about. Usually we won't see Terran player get double refinery this early in the game. It's like 4 minutes into the game, so probably some wonky build here, but setting up a bunker in the middle to protect his early expansion. We can see some Zerglings that are moving out for Nerchio. A lot of more Zerglings than you usually want to produce as a Zerg player in the beginning, but possibly going to put on some early pressure here, maybe to force BratOK to GG early, but no, he's not going to. He's going to pick up with his Slanga tower and just secure the middle, and look if the Terran has proxied any buildings or expansions anywhere on the map. But we can see Nerchio has got his second base up and running, and just injecting lava with his queen, and he doesn't have a second queen, but he has one on the way, so not getting out that metabolic boost, probably because he can't afford it yet, but I think he will in just a couple of seconds, then just pull all his drones off the gas, and let's see what he does. We can have that selector for now and just move on here, and there you can see he just clicked it, and is he moving out the drones off the gas? He's leaving one drone on gas, so if he would need to use it. But we can see Tech Lab here researching Stim for BratOK, and both we actually have another barracks up here and a factory coming up for BratOK. Meanwhile, his orbital command is done at the expansion, and he can start to mine at full capacity here. So if his economy kicks in, that could really spell a lot of disaster for the Zerg player, who's now going to blast away at these. No, not blast away. Going to what Zerglings do? They scratch. Like they're going to scratch these high-yield rocks until they die. How that now would work. But anyways, nice saturation going on Nerchio's natural base, and Usually as a Zerg you want to be being ahead in expansions, but now they are even, and BratOK has a fairly good saturation on his expansion, considered it's just been up and running for a couple of minutes now, and continuing to produce off 3 barracks, just Marines with no add-ons except for a tech lab is researching Stimpack, probably going to research the combat shields later on because he has so many Marines here, and look at these Zerglings coming up here. Nerchio leaving one Zergling out of the Terran player's base, so probably going to scout when he moves out or anything like that. But if you take a look at Nerchio's base, he's putting down a baneling nest in this game. He did that in the first game, but he didn't utilize it. But let's see if he can get some nice banelings blow-ups on this Marine ball. But BratOK is going to mix in a Marauder and a single Hellion in there as well. So just not Marines, but still banelings will do a pretty large amount of damage. We can see layer text going up for Nerchio is already done, and he is going to put down a Spire in his expansion. So this is a very unlikely place to for a scan to go down for a Terran, so we're going to hide that for as long as possible, but it can be sniped if the expansion is attacked or if a drop comes in from the southwestern side. But still great placement, and we can see it's 1/3 done, and we have indeed the combat shield coming up for BratOK, so possibly looking to be aggressive with his Marines fairly soon, I think. Yes, there we go, he has 2 medevacs on the way. No, with his army, and no more medevacs on the way for now. But he's feeling confident to move out with this little Marine Marauder ball. And they all have Stimpack and have 2 medevacs here to heal them up, so this is going to be pretty good for him to push out, but it's a little bit late for a timing attack because now Nerchio has his Spire up and running, and you can see he's almost at 800 gas, who can afford to produce a bunch of mutas. But just for now, just producing a lot of banelings. Where are those banelings morphing in at? Here they are, so go to run up and just trap the Terran player and blow him up from behind on the creep. The banelings are so fast on creep, and let's see how well he spreads his Marines. That is a fairly great spread, but losing so many Marines. It's not like a boxer good spread, but BratOK is still pretty okay, but losing all those Marines and now leaving his own base vulnerable to all those Zerglings. When we take a look at the units tab, we can see that he only has 5 Marines to defend this, and he salvaged that bunker, so the Zerglings can just run here, but they blocked off by one other nicely placed bunker, and going to morph in some banelings here. Careful not to, if the Marines move out and snipe those banelings, he should definitely morph them in out here to be secure, but he's feeling lucky and he managed to get this out. And meanwhile, Mutalisk are going to pick up these 2 stray medevacs, and so now BratOK knows that his opponent has got Mutalisk, so should stim and pick off all these mutas, but he chooses not to. Well, he stimmed, but he just couldn't pick off those mutas. But 1 muta is going to be picked off. That is so careless about Nerchio, actually, but going to secure his 3rd base at the high yield. So everything is looking good for Nerchio except for that muta going down earlier, but we can see that BratOK is just macroing up so many Marines. Yes,